I was trying to think of the words to describe this fella, but it's your left-wing liberal union fanatical idiot on Saturday morning show talking
Jacob
smack
Morrison.
about.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
I regret to inform you that we have been informed that the politically correct mob is after us.
Oh, no.
We've got some snowflakes out there that want to get us banned, that want to get us kicked off the radio or have us compelled to toe a certain line.
Really?
Yes. This is some pretty serious stuff here, I think. So, Adam, let's go ahead and we'll just let the calls for censorship speak for itself. Let's play that call.
James, Huntsville, you're up. What are you hating on?
I'm hating on Dale. I was trying to think of the words to describe this fella, but it's your left-wing liberal union fanatical idiot on Saturday morning show talking
Jacob
smack
Morrison.
about Yaffe, which I think is unethical and unprofessional, and he's a jerk, and I'd like to see what you think about it.
What was he saying about Yafster?
He was saying he was a terrible person, and he's pushing Christianity on people, and he's totally whacked out, full of crap and everything else.
Well, I'll tell you
I
this.
could have used a few other words to describe the guy, but he's a jerk, idiot.
He may be. Let me ask you this. Would you prefer that I mandate what my host on this radio station
Go
say?
off, yeah.
So there you go. If you didn't catch that last part, Dale Jackson, host of the Dale Jackson Show on the same radio station that we're on here in Huntsville, asked the guy, would you like it if I mandated what my host said? And the guy was like, you know what? Yeah. So there we go, folks. The mob, the cancel culture, it's coming after us.
I thought that was just left-wing liberal fanatics, such as you,
Yeah.
Jacob, that engaged in such behavior.
Yeah, well, I guess not. The allegations were that we called Yafster, a terrible person. That is not true. We did no such thing. Another allegation was that we said he wants to push Christianity on people, which is true.
He does, and that is true that we said that.
Yes. And you could gather that just by listening to the Yaffe program. That he wants to push Christianity on people. It's pretty evident. We said that he is full of crap. I don't know that we use that exact phrase, but I'm happy to say that Yaffe is full of crap.
We'll let the record show mostly true.
We will let the record show mostly true, if at least by implication, and that we said Yaffe is totally, quote, totally whacked out. Again,
I don't know if we use those words.
we can say mostly true by implication, but we did not call Yaffe a terrible person. I think that people can have terrible politics and be individually extremely nice people, which I have had every indication that Yaffe fits this bill, that he is an extremely nice person on individual level, that he would, that he's never going to, be rude to you or be super hateful to you individually. I'm sure he can have, I'm sure he's nice to like his children or whatever if he has any, and his
he's
wife.
always been pleasant when he's been on this
pleasant with
show.
us. I've never had any individual, but and so whatever. That doesn't mean that his politics and his prescriptions are not tyrannical and bad. And so we're gonna talk about that if we feel like it. And we did. But I do not think we were being unethical or unprofessional. I think we were being quite professional. And, look, if this guy thinks that I'm a jerk for responding to people's ideas and that that's unethical and that the way that I responded to his ideas is unethical and makes me a jerk, I mean, if he thinks that our response to Yaffe was so mean as to be unethical, I would hate to see what he thinks about literally any Dale Jackson segment.
Right.
I don't know if he's a regular listener to that program, but his feelings would probably get hurt half a dozen times every show if he listened to the Dale Jackson Show regularly. And he thinks that our response to Yaffe was so mean as to be unethical. Listening to the Dale Jackson Show would send him into a conniption, into a fetal position, rocking back and forth, crying like a toddler, is how he would react to listening to the Dale Jackson Show if he thinks that we were too mean to Yaffe. So he wants us banned instead of challenging us in the marketplace of ideas. But Dale asked Yaffe what it was about, and I don't think that, moving on from the calls of censorship, I don't think that Yaffe quite understood our segment. Let's play his response.
Okay. All right. Yaffe, don't say anything else the rest of the show. You're banned from speaking because we don't want anyone to be upset. Okay, thanks a lot, James. I appreciate it. Yaffe.
But I was just going to say, he tagged me in a post, and I watched some of it, and I wasn't going to respond to it, but so there you go.
What do we got? What do we see? Anything good?
On what he said? No.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically, I was talking about how the left pushes basically their leftist religion on us and then complained about us pushing Christianity on them. And I was talking about the abortion issue, and he was basically saying, I've never, ever seen a case where Christianity has been banned from the public square. Never seen it. And I was like, there was literally a Supreme Court case about that. Okay. Like that is what we were talking about. So whatever.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think what happened is he literally only watched the clip from the podcast that we posted on Twitter, where you, Adam, said that you've never seen Christianity be pushed out of the public square, by which I think you meant that no one is being made not to be a Christian or to practice or to practice their religion publicly. I mean, we
Correct.
see...
I personally have never witnessed the long arm of the state intervene and tell someone they cannot be a Christian or cannot practice Christianity.
Right.
Never witnessed
which is different than saying that people in their capacity as a government official should not be pushing Christianity.
Correct.
That is not taking, because
two different things.
You can be a Christian publicly, and Christianity cannot be being pushed out of the public square in that way, while at the same time us having as a society a standard that our government officials are not going to push a religious doctrine on children. So our segment was about Yaffe wanting to use public funds to divert to theocratic private schools. It's up in full on all of our platforms, YouTube, podcasts, and the segment that we were responding to from Yaffe is on his podcast feed as well. I'm happy to put our segment up against his and happy to hear any arguments against what we had to say in the marketplace of ideas. But in the meantime, here's what I have to say to the people trying to cancel us.
Up yours, woke moralists.
Yeah.
All right.
Up yours, woke moralists. You're not going to cancel me.
As long as those checks keep coming in every month, I imagine Dale has no interest in that either.
Yeah. If you want to cry about it and tell us that we should be censored, feel free to text us at 844-899-TVLR. We'll be happy to read your texts.
Keep the hate coming.
Keep the hate
If you are a
coming.
regular listener because you hate us and you hate what we have to say, but you listen every week just to get irritated,
we appreciate it.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I hope it gives you motivation to work out in the gym, burn some calories, get your energy flowing. Yeah. It's all good.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.